Hello, 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 and welcome to English Studio. I am so incredibly excited you are here today because we are diving into one of the most important skills you will ever need in your English journey.
Hi, everyone. Oh my goodness, I am just as pumped up as Alex is. Today is going to be huge. We're talking about you. Yes, you. We're learning exactly how to talk about yourself in English with total confidence and zero stress.
This is the big one, folks. Whether you're at a party, starting a new job, or just meeting someone at a coffee shop, knowing how to introduce yourself is the master key that opens every door.
It really is. And I know it can feel a little scary at first. Your heart might race a bit when someone says, "So, tell me about yourself." But do not worry. By the end of this long, deep dive lesson, you are going to be a pro.
Exactly. We have so much ground to cover today. We're going to go slow, we're going to give you tons of examples, and we're going to make sure you have every single word you need.
But before we jump into our first scenario, please, if you want to support us and keep learning with us every single week, hit that subscribe button right now.
Yes! Give us a thumbs up, like this video, and share it with a friend who is also learning English. It helps us so much, and we love seeing our global community grow. Are you ready, Sarah?
I am beyond ready, Alex. Let's get started with step 1.
Scenario 1. The perfect greeting and the basics. Okay, Sarah, let's start at the very beginning, the very first moment you meet someone. What is the first thing we need to do?
Well, Alex, it all starts with the greeting. But here's the secret. It's not just about saying hello. It's about the energy you bring.
So true. If you say hello and look at your shoes, the conversation might stop right there. You want to be warm. You want to be inviting.
Right. So let's look at the most common ways to start. You can say, "Hi, I'm Sarah. It's great to meet you."
Or if it's a bit more formal, like a business meeting, you could say, "Hello, my name is Alex. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Notice how Alex used "it's a pleasure." That sounds a bit more professional, right? But for most daily situations, "it's great to meet you" or "nice to meet you" is perfect.
Now, Sarah, what if someone asks, "How are you doing?"
Great question. A lot of learners get stuck here. They think they need to give a long answer about their whole day, but usually a simple, "I'm doing great, thank you. How about yourself?" is the best way to keep the flow going.
How about yourself? I love that. It's a conversational tennis move. You hit the ball back to them.
Precisely. Let's practice that. Alex, pretend we just met.
Okay. Hi there, I'm Alex. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi, Alex. I'm Sarah. The pleasure is all mine. How's your day going so far?
It's going beautifully. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. See, it's simple, it's friendly, and it creates a positive vibe immediately.
Now, let's talk about names for a second. Sometimes people have nicknames or names they prefer. Sarah, how would I tell someone if I wanted them to call me something else?
Oh, that's a great tip. You can say, "My name is Alexander, but please call me Alex," or "Most people call me Sarah." It makes the conversation feel more personal and relaxed.
Most people call me... I really like that phrase. It sounds so natural and native.
It really does. So for everyone watching, think right now, how do you want people to call you? Practice saying it out loud. "My name is, but you can call me."
Scenario 2. Where are you from? Origins and roots. Okay, so we have the greeting down. We know each other's names. Now comes the question that every English learner hears. Where are you from?
Oh, I love this question. It's such a great way to share a little bit of your culture and your history.
But sometimes, Sarah, people just give a one-word answer, like Italy or Japan, and then silence. The conversation dies.
We cannot have that. No way. To talk about yourself effectively, you want to add a tiny bit of flavor to your answer.
A tiny bit of flavor? What do you mean by that?
Well, instead of just saying the country, add a detail. For example, "I'm from Brazil, specifically from a big, busy city called Sao Paulo."
Wow, see? That gives me so much more to talk about. Now I can ask you about the city or the food there or the weather there.
Exactly. Or you could say, I'm originally from South Korea, but I've been living in New York for about 5 years now.
Oh, that's a classic sentence structure. I'm originally from place A, but I've been living in place B for time. That tells a whole story in one sentence.
It really does. It shows your past and your present. Let's try another one. Alex, ask me where I'm from.
So, Sarah, I noticed your accent is lovely. Where are you from originally?
Thank you. I'm originally from a small town in Canada, but I moved to the United Kingdom 3 years ago to study.
That's perfect. Now, what if someone is from a place that isn't very famous?
That's actually an opportunity. You can say, I'm from a tiny village in the south of France. It's very quiet and famous for its lavender fields.
Oh, I can almost smell the flowers. See, by adding that one little detail, the lavender fields, you've made yourself memorable.
That's the goal, Alex, being memorable. So to our friends watching, think about your hometown. What's one thing it's famous for? Is it the food, the mountains, the weather, the history?
Try putting it together. I'm from, which is known for.
That known for phrase is like magic. I'm from Mexico, which is known for its incredible spicy food and beautiful beaches.
All right, we are moving right along. We know the name, we know the home. Now we need to talk about what we do all day.
The work talk. This is where a lot of people feel a bit nervous because job titles can be tricky in English.
They can be, but remember, you don't always have to have a fancy title. The most common way to ask is, what do you do? Or, what do you do for a living?
Right, and the most basic answer is, I am a or I am an.
I'm a teacher. I'm an engineer. I'm a student. Simple, right?
Simple, yes, but we want to be better than simple. We want to be engaging.
I knew you were going to say that. So how do we make I'm an accountant sound interesting?
You talk about your responsibilities or what you enjoy about the job. For example, I'm an accountant, so I spend a lot of my time working with numbers and helping businesses stay organized.
Oh, that sounds much more active. I can visualize you working.
Or if you are a student, don't just say, I'm a student. Say, I'm a student at the University of London and I'm currently majoring in psychology because I love learning about how the human mind works.
I'm majoring in is a great phrase for students, and adding the because is the secret sauce. It explains your passion.
Yes, people love passion. Let's try some more. Alex, what do you do?
Well, I'm a content creator for English Studio. My main goal is to make learning English fun and accessible for people all over the world.
That was amazing. You didn't just give a title, you gave a mission.
Thanks, Sarah. What about you?
I'm an ESL instructor. I specialize in helping students improve their speaking confidence so they can reach their dreams.
I specialize in. That is a powerful phrase. It shows you're an expert.
It really is. Now, what if someone is between jobs or a stay-at-home parent?
That is a great point. You can say, right now, I'm focusing on raising my children, or I'm currently looking for new opportunities in the marketing field.
Looking for new opportunities sounds so much more positive than I'm unemployed. It shows you're active and looking forward.
And if you're retired?
You can say, I am happily retired now, but I used to work as a nurse for 30 years. This shows your history and your current status.
I love that. I used to work as is such a useful bridge to talk about your past experience.
Okay, so we've talked about work, which is what we have to do, but now let's talk about what we love to do. Hobbies.
This is my favorite part. This is where the real personality comes out.
Exactly. When you talk about your hobbies, your whole face lights up, and that makes you much more likable in English.
So how do we start? The most common question is, what do you do in your free time? Or what are your hobbies?
Right, and you can start with, in my free time, I really enjoy, or I'm a big fan of.
I'm a big fan of. I use that one all the time. For example, I'm a big fan of hiking. I try to get out into the mountains every weekend if the weather's nice.
See, that's so much better than just saying, I like hiking. It shows the degree of how much you like it.
What are some other ways to say you like something, Sarah?
Oh, there are so many. You can say, I'm really into photography, or I have a passion for cooking traditional Italian dishes, or even, I'm a total bookworm. I love getting lost in a good mystery novel.
I'm really into is a very trendy and natural. I'm really into yoga lately. It suggests it's a current interest.
And don't forget to mention how long you've been doing it. For example, I've been playing the guitar since I was 10 years old.
That adds so much depth. It shows commitment.
Let's do a little role play. Alex, what do you do when you aren't busy making these awesome videos?
Well, I'm actually a bit of a fitness enthusiast. I love going to the gym, and I've recently started training for a marathon. It's tough, but I love the challenge. How about you, Sarah?
Wow, a marathon. That's impressive. As for me, I'm really into gardening. There's something so peaceful about spending a Saturday morning tending to my flowers and growing my own vegetables.
That sounds so relaxing. Notice, everyone, how Sarah used the word peaceful. She described the feeling of her hobby.
Yes, don't just say what you do, say how it makes you feel. Does it make you feel energized, relaxed, creative, challenged?
That's such a great tip. It makes me feel. Use that. I love painting because it makes me feel so creative and calm.
Now, Alex, as the conversation continues, people often start talking about their family or their living situation.
Right. This can be a bit personal, so you don't have to share everything, but it's good to have some basic phrases ready.
Exactly. You might hear, do you have a big family? Or do you live around here?
For family, you can say, I come from a small family, or I come from a very large, loud, and happy family.
I definitely come from a loud family. You could also say, I have 2 older brothers and 1 younger sister, or I'm an only child.
And if you're married or have kids, you can simply say, I'm married and I have 2 wonderful children, a boy and a girl.
What about where you live?
You can say, I live in a cozy apartment in the city center, or I live in a quiet suburb just outside of town.
Cozy is such a great word for a small but nice home.
It really is. Now, Sarah, what if someone asks about your pets? People love talking about pets.
Oh, absolutely. Pets are part of the family. You can say, I have a golden retriever named Max, who is basically my best friend. Or, I'm a total cat person. I have 2 cats that rule my house.
I'm a cat person, or I'm a dog person. Those are such common English idioms. It means you prefer one over the other.
Exactly. I'm definitely a dog person. What about you, Alex?
Oh, I'm a dog person all the way. I can't imagine life without a furry friend around.
See, talking about family and pets makes the conversation feel warm and human. It breaks the ice.
It really does. So for our viewers, practice saying one sentence about your family and one sentence about your home. I come from a family and I live in a
We are doing great. We have covered the past and the present. Now, Alex, let's talk about the future.
This is where you can really inspire people, talking about your goals and your dreams.
Yes, and in an English learning context, this often comes up when people ask, why are you learning English? Or what are your plans for the future?
Such important questions. So how do we answer them with style?
Well, you can start with, one of my main goals right now is to, or I am currently working on.
For example, one of my main goals right now is to become fluent in English so I can travel the world and communicate with everyone I meet.
That is a beautiful goal. Or maybe something professional, like I am currently working on improving my coding skills because I hope to land a job at a major tech company someday.
I hope to land a job. That means you want to get a job. It sounds very ambitious and positive.
Another great phrase is, I have always dreamed of.
Oh, I like that. I have always dreamed of visiting Japan during the cherry blossom season.
Or, I have always dreamed of opening my own small bakery one day.
It is so interesting to hear what people dream about. It makes you want to support them.
It really does. And don't be afraid to be honest. If your goal is simple, that's okay too. Right now, I am just trying to find a better work-life balance so I can spend more time with my family.
That is a very relatable goal. Almost everyone wants that.
So, Alex, what is one of your big goals for this year?
Honestly, Sarah, my goal is to help 1 million people feel more confident speaking English. That is what drives me every single day.
Wow, that is an incredible goal, Alex, and I'm right there with you.
Thanks, Sarah. What about you? What are you working on?
I'm actually working on writing a book. It's a slow process, but I'm trying to write a little bit every single morning.
That is fantastic. I can't wait to read it.
Thank you. See, everyone, by sharing a goal, Alex and I now have something new and exciting to talk about. It builds a stronger connection.
Okay, Sarah, we have given them so many pieces of the puzzle. We have greetings, origins, work, hobbies, family, and goals.
Now we need to put it all together into what we call an elevator pitch.
An elevator pitch. That's a funny name. Can you explain what that is?
Of course. Imagine you're in an elevator with someone and you only have 30 seconds to introduce yourself before they get off at their floor. You need to be quick, clear, and interesting.
Ah, so it's like a summary of who you are.
Exactly. It combines all the steps we just practiced. Let's try to build one together.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll try to combine everything.
Go for it, Alex. I'm listening.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm originally from a small town in the US, but I've been living in the city for a few years now. I work as a content creator and I'm really passionate about education. In my free time, I'm a huge fitness enthusiast and I love training for marathons. My big goal this year is to help as many English learners as possible reach their dreams. It's so great to meet you.
Wow, Alex, that was perfect. It was clear, it was fast, and it told me so much about you in just a few seconds.
Thanks. It felt good to say it all at once. Now you try, Sarah.
Okay, here goes. Hello there, I am Sarah. I am originally from Canada, but I am currently based in the UK. I'm an ESL teacher who specializes in speaking confidence. When I'm not teaching, you can usually find me in my garden because I love growing my own food. Right now, I'm working on writing my first book, which has been a lifelong dream of mine. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
Bravo, Sarah. That was wonderful. You sounded so confident and friendly.
Thank you, Alex. And the best part is, anyone can do this. You just need to take the pieces we learned today and glue them together.
We have covered so much today, haven't we, Sarah?
We really have. Let's do a quick recap for everyone at home so they can remember the big 5 points of talking about yourself.
Great idea.
Point number 1, the greeting. Be warm, use high energy, and don't forget to ask, how about you?
Point number 2, origins. Don't just name your country. Add a flavor detail about what your hometown is known for.
Point number 3, work. Use I am a, but then explain your mission or what you actually do every day using I specialize in or I'm responsible for.
Point number 4, hobbies. Tell us what you love. Use phrases like I'm a big fan of or I'm really into and tell us how it makes you feel.
And point number 5, future goals. Share your dreams. Use I have always dreamed of or one of my main goals is to show people where you're going.
If you can do those 5 things, you will be the most interesting person in any room.
Absolutely. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. The most important thing is that you're trying and that you're being authentic.
Yes, people don't care if your grammar is 100% perfect. They care about connecting with you, the real person.
Well, everyone, we have come to the end of our deep dive lesson today. I'm so proud of you for sticking with us and practicing your English.
You guys were amazing. Honestly, the fact that you're here, investing time in yourself, is so inspiring.
It really is. We hope you feel much more confident now when someone asks you to talk about yourself.
But before you go, we have our question of the day. Sarah, what should it be?
Oh, I want to hear about those dreams. Our question is, what is one big goal or dream you're currently working on?
I love that. Please write your answer in the comments below. We read every single one, and it's such a great way for you to practice what you learned today.
Yes, and don't forget to respond to someone else's comment too. Let's make this a real conversation.
Thank you again for watching English Studio. If you haven't yet, subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a lesson.
We love you all. Keep practicing, keep dreaming, and we'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye. Stay awesome.